here's a nice speech by Rachel Harder. I think that's her name. She was elected under a different name. I think she got married. So I forget her married name. Let's just take a look at Rachel Thomas. Thank you. I remember she was elected as Rachel Harder. Here she is opposing the censorship bill C-11. Take a look.
Questions et commentaires. Questions and comments. The honourable member for Lethbridge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, what we just heard from the government is that they've moved closure on Bill C-11 and our discussion with regard to the amendments that came back from the Senate. Closure means that they are shutting down debate. Now, I find this rather interesting because really Bill C-11 is a censorship bill. So we have a government that has moved a censorship bill, and now they are moving censorship on that censorship bill. So talk about a government very committed to censorship. They're not only wanting to censor what Canadians can see and hear and post online through Bill C-11, but the government is also wanting to censor us as opposition members and our ability to speak about this bill. It should be further noted that the Quebec government, under Premier Legault, issued an open letter asking to be heard with regard to this legislation because they have significant concerns. And they asked that this bill be referred to committee, and it was not. So not only was committee not permitted, but now thorough debate is not permitted. Talk about a government committed to shutting down voices. Not only the voices of the individuals in this House, but the individuals that would exist online and have something to say within that space. Why is this government so hell-bent on shutting down freedom?
The Honourable Health Minister.
Speaker, let me start by thanking all members of this House for having spoken so long and so well on the matter of this bill, including members of the other House. I have information, Madam Speaker, that within this House we spent 34 hours debating that bill, plus an additional 22 hours in committees. In the Senate, they spent 18 hours debating the bill in their chamber, plus an additional 65 hours, clause by clause debates in the Senate. Now, Madam Speaker, this is history because this is the longest ever time that the Senate took clause by clause looking at a bill. So it's historical the amount of time and effort that members of this House, members of the Parliament spent on that bill. That's indeed very important because it's an important bill. We look forward to bringing it forward for Canadians.
Hey guys, we spent a few hours going through it. I mean, we went through clause by clause. We didn't accept any of the amendments. We spent a lot of time. We didn't accept any amendments, including amendments put forward by some independent-minded liberals.
Yep.
But guys, we're ignoring you completely.
Yep.
We're ramming this through. We are nationalizing the entire internet. We're going to do to it what we did to CanCon TV and radio. But like, enough's enough with your bloody debating. What do you think this is, some sort of parliament or democracy or something? You have had hours and hours in the Senate.
Yeah.
Why don't you just shut up and let us control the internet? I mean, why don't you just obey? By the way, I don't think 99% of Canadians understand that what they say, do, write, think, watch, share on their Facebook page, Twitter page, YouTube, I don't think they realize that that is now going to be controlled by the government. Now, most of them will never run afoul of it, but anyone who becomes a problem will be algorithmed out of existence. And I read to you the provision in the law that does so. Over to you.
No, I think you're right, Ezra. I mean, if I went down to Yonge Dundas Square, where we go often to do streeters, and said, what do you think of Bill C-11 that looks like it's going to be passed, I would be surprised if even one person knew that. And I'm not mocking people for being out of touch. Everyone's working, they're supporting
why would
their
they follow
families.
C-11? What even is C-11? No one even talks that language.
Exactly. And and if you are getting your news from mainstream media, this is not a front page red alert item, because they're complicit. They want it to go through. So, there's a built-in shrouding of this story. So why would you know about Bill C-11?
That's a clip from something we call Rebel News Daily. It's our daily live stream hosted by my friend David Menzies, but the show also includes a rotating cast of hosts and special guests, including me. It's a great way for us to talk about the news of the day as the news is happening in an unscripted fashion, and it's an awesome way for you to interact with us as well. We stream every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Mountain, wherever you find Rebel News. See you there.